Bando.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. Crime is a huge issue in our state. Not a day goes by we don't hear about crime and how it affects New Mexicans. What system is broken, law enforcement or the courts? And what is the very first thing you would do to get crime under control?
Mr. Ronchetti, you go first.
Doug, thanks very much. And I'll tell you, the broken system is the one the governor has brought in. It's a catch and release mentality from the top on down. Remember, this governor, when we started COVID, started releasing prisoners from jail early. She only stopped a couple of weeks ago when our campaign called her out on it. And one of the people that was involved in one of those releases is Chris Beltran. His story is shocking. He was released early from prison, and then he was on the phone from prison before being released, talking to his girlfriend, saying he was coming to get her, and he could get a gun within 2 days, and he would come to her front door. He made good on that promise. He showed up to her door 4 days later and shot her. This is the kind of story we see too often across New Mexico because we have a soft on crime approach and a catch and release approach. This is not a problem with police officers. We have heroes all over this state who are leaving the business. In fact, you look at where we are, and the governor talks all the time about how she's added more money to state police, and she definitely should. But there are 10% fewer state police officers today than when she took office. The cops know that this governor doesn't back them up. She catches them and releases them. She appoints judges that catch and release them. She regularly appoints people to the parole board that catch and release them. You can't expect police officers to make up for all of this when they keep having to deal with the same criminals over and over again and a governor who doesn't support them.
Governor Lujan Grisham, your reply?
Well, what's shocking is my opponent's description of facts that are factless. The case that he talks about, Mr. Beltran, in fact should have been in jail longer, but a Republican DA and judge failed to prosecute him for felony gun charges. And having a gun is exactly what led to this tragedy. And politicizing a tragedy of this nature is really unacceptable. What we are doing is making sure that we are including public safety investments at the highest degree. I inherited a government that had 425 less officers in Albuquerque alone, let alone the hundreds of officers that Republican budget cuts keep bringing to New Mexico statewide. So $400 million for smart policing. That's a crime lab, that's equipment, that's training. That's also making sure that we do gun detection technology. It also means $72 million for additional officers. My opponent didn't tell you about 317 officers just added in the last couple of weeks, at least those positions. 16% raises to state police who have been assigned to Albuquerque, hundreds of arrests, hundreds of felony apprehensions, and we continue to make those kinds of investments for smart policing because the budget was completely decimated by reckless Republican GOP budget cuts that have nothing to do with public safety. We are not letting out criminals. In fact, Susana Martinez, your mentor, let out 4,000 more individuals out of corrections than we did in the last 4 years. It's just false.
Thank you.